Welcome everyone to this special edition countdown to Ash Mufareh's Vision Ahead. So in just a few days, as all of us know, and if you haven't yet, then you really want to go back to the OES after this quick live and have a look at the O News number 9, right? So in just a few days on Thursday, August 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Ash will step up for live update number 1. And that's going to be a global address that could shape the next chapter for our business and, of course, and every single one of us tuned in today. So now, this is not just another announcement. It's very serious. It's just heavy loaded or heavily loaded, So this is a state of the union moment, as in Ash's words, right? This is a chance to look directly into the mind of a visionary leader and hear what's next, for our shared for our shared journey, especially those who have been there. You've been stuck to the screens, you've been putting your ears on the ground and following up step by step, right? And family, if you've been following the buzz, we know that over 90% of all of us, we said in our survey, the survey that happened in the OES in the O News a couple of days ago, about a week ago, all of us said that we are all in, no matter the time frame. That tells me one thing. I don't know about you. Let's discuss this. Say something in the comment when Ash is so excited to say that over 90% of us, we said in the survey that we are all in, no matter the time frame. That tells that we are more united and committed than ever before. And we know, for those of us who have been actively involved, that this unity, this oneness is what is fueling Ash, giving him the energy to go on and on and on, and not looking back, and making sure that he's determined, to deliver as promised, to deliver as commissioned by God Almighty, as some of us do believe. Why does this actually matter? Because this address is coming up at a turning point. This is just what we're thinking. Again, for those of us who've been following up, we know that he's been on and on and on. Sometimes he goes mute. That it's getting really heavy on anybody. He's not giving up, and everybody should be, kind of excited. We're just trying to peek into his mind to think what is he going to be saying. We've had milestones, we've had breakthroughs, but this is about setting the course for the future, as Ash has made us to understand in this post. So I really thought that we should discuss it, and I'd really like to know in the comment what you others think about this. Ash Mufareh, he doesn't just maybe talk about products or platforms, right? He talks about missions. He talks about impact and how we can be part of something bigger than ourselves. That's so exciting. This movement we're in, this mission that has been put into our hands through Ash, is something massive. It's not just something that we start and look at it at our eye length or eye level and stuff like that. It's something huge that we need to be prepared in every way. And the survey says it all. We are quite prepared. And even for Thursday, I'm very excited. The good news here is that each time Ash is coming out, there's always excitement, because each time he comes out, he drops at least one bombshell that turns things around, that gets everybody going, wow, wow, wow. So what we're doing here is just trying to peek into his brain. He has not asked us to do this, but then we're just trying to wonder, what's he really going to be saying? Ash is known for thinking years ahead. For those of us, again, who know him, who know what he's good at doing, he's best at, thinking ahead of time, many years forward, right? So he might likely share clues, maybe a phrase, maybe a vision or a strategy, right? Guys, let me know, what do you think? Trying to peek into his brain through the post at the post O News number 9. That could redefine the game. Anything at all is possible, because we've been waiting, and he's been promising, and he's been working and working and working, right? Why not think? Why not try to, do a quick pre-analysis of whatever he's going to say, which we don't know yet, right? Maybe he's just coming with a word of advice. That is something. This is Ash Mufareh we are talking about, So let's listen between the lines when he comes, when he is delivering. And one of the things we need to pay attention to his choice of words. I think I cannot overemphasize this enough because we know Ash, and we know that sometimes, if not all the time, when he delivers and goes away, everybody's left. Not everybody, most people, it used to be, including myself, we were left dumbfounded. What exactly did Ash say? We want to listen between the lines. We want to pay close attention to his choice of words. What does this mean? What does that mean? That's where the real gold often lies. Those words. He can say so much, but that much is actually crowned or is covered just in one word or in one expression, and the rest is fun, fun, fun with the family. So if you don't pay attention, you just think that I just came here to have a laugh with us and a chat with us, but then he delivered and left. That is Ash for us. And this brings me to something, guys. If we are really serious, if we are serious about business and we're expecting Ash on Thursday, I don't know about others, this is actually a reminder that we should just come expectant. We should be expecting. If you are coming, expecting means expecting to get something new from Ash. If you are coming with already a premeditated expectation, again, I'm not sure, I'm using expectation here from two angles. If you are coming with a fixed something, particular thing you want to hear Ash say, that's when you are going to miss it all out. You are going to miss out on a lot of stuff because Ash doesn't just tell you that 1 + 1 = 2. He would take it, make it kind of cross puzzle and so on and stuff like that. So do not come and think that I'm thinking that exactly this is what he's going to say. Just come prepared that whatever I say is what I'm going to listen to, and that's what I'm going to take home, because that's what needs to be known at that point in time when he is coming to us on Thursday, right? The power, there is power in preparation. So we're not just waiting until August 14th. What are we doing? We're preparing. That's why I'm here, guys. So let's discuss this. We're just preparing. This is a time to get our teams informed. Tell everybody. Let them come and hear. Sharpen your understanding of this whole business, this whole mission. What is Mr. Mufareh's mission? What is his vision? Let's build our belief muscle, right? And this keeps going back to something on Sunday. So much was said in the Heroes webinar, but emphasis about getting ready. These are the things we are actually talking about, guys. Because when Ash speaks, he's not just informing us, he's equipping us for what's next. This is very important. Ash doesn't just come to say things for the sake of saying them. That is why the moment he drops and leaves, everybody goes back live. Red is there saying what he heard. The other person is there saying what they heard. Others are coming to ask, what did he really say? So stuff like that. Ash is equipping us for what's next. So let's get ready to be equipped. Let's get ready to be empowered. That is when we are ready to deliver out there. Because whatever Ash is pouring into us is the same thing we're going to pour out into the next person looking up to us. I think that's the whole reason behind this movement. We just hand down, we relay it from the top right to the bottom, and we get the ripple effect, take it right across. So if we're not prepared, if we are not reading and listening between the lines, then we'll miss out on a lot. We'll not be able to execute this assignment that has been put into our hands this generation. So we just want to be encouraged that while we wait, let's think about this. 90% commitment means 90% of unity. That is how strong together we are, how tight together we are. We know how long it has taken us to bond and come together to trust ourselves and unite behind our leader, our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, and that's the kind of alignment that changes history. Because whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, this is history in the making. So while we wait, let's even use our energy to lift each other up, right? Let's share knowledge and make sure we're all ready to move forward together. Lifting each other up, sharing knowledge to me means that what Ash is going to say, I know there are people who will come back and say, "Oh my God, I didn't get anything at all. Was he just joking and laughing the whole time?" That is when we will be sharing knowledge. That is what I would like to hear what my early OTech Pro think about what Ash says. That's what when I would like to hear about what a red fan says and the other platforms. That is when I would like to bring every individual here to hear what their take is on what Ash says. And so we equip one another, we feed one another, we clarify one another, and so knowledge, they say, is power. If you don't know what your CEO is doing, if he says what he says and you don't get it and you stay quiet, then you are not preparing, and you might not be ready for prime time when it's time to go out there and get the harvest done. So, guys, I just thought that we really need to do this because it's quite necessary, it's important, it's exciting too, right? So let's just keep the fire burning and going on and on and on. You guys know that when I'm sitting here by myself, I speak all. I find it difficult to multitask, but I'll make sure that I look at some comments, to see and know what you are saying or what you think, because I think that this is something very exciting that we all really, really need to do something about. So if you shout out there, hello, my brother Martin Pierre, thank you for joining. I appreciate you for joining. Hello, Ashok Kumar, you're always there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, of course, M. Kelly, my dear sister. Yes, yes, yes. We are very, very excited. 14 August. Yes, sure. I'm sure it's going to be one of those days, especially when we've been missing Ash for a couple of weeks now. I call it weeks because that doesn't mean anything to us, but we know when he goes mute, he goes to work for us, right? So, yes, of course, if my brother Peter and best friend says exactly, then I think that he's agreeing with me on something. And of course, we are just very excited. I just want to see. Yes, yes, thank you. Let me see. Madupo, sis, if I don't call your name well, don't blame me. Many still shed tears to see how a man can be so selfless and can bear so much burden of the world. Such a beautiful soul. Indeed, indeed, Ash is a beautiful soul. It's such a blessing. And people like this are actually rare because sometimes even back home, elders back home, they ask, do these kind of people still exist? And of course, yes, they do, and they still walk the planet Earth. So we should be blessed to be part of him, his team, to be his followers, because we are proud of him and we appreciate whatever he is doing, uplifting humanity and bringing a new life to mankind. This is very, very, very important. Birgit, thank you, my dear sister. I think he will give some encouraging words. Same here. I think so too. That should be definitely one of the things he'll be doing. There'll be encouragement, there'll be advice, there'll be some little thing for you to think and before you get, and stuff like that. So I'm just very, very excited. And of course, I agree with Amina, my dear sister. Hi, sis. She says whatever Ash said or whatever he says, of course, is always sweet. It sounds like honey, it tastes like honey on our taste buds. So that's true. If you know Ash, I believe you understand exactly what Amina is saying here, right? So Madupe, again, he is likely going to share the experience in the whole journey that he has kept to himself all this while. Yes, that is what I'm saying. We need to do this pre-analysis. That is what we call preparation. We cannot just sit and fold our arms as if we were not expecting him to ever come out. I think so too. And I think many people think so. But however, we should be ready to receive whatever he brings to us and not what we expect him to say. Because if we expect him to say a particular thing, we might miss out on that thing, right? So I'm happy people are commenting. They're thinking anything. This is my sister Hélène de la Bastide. Anything will be great when Ash delivers on Thursday. Definitely, yes, sis. I do agree with you because that's Ash with us and for us. And of course, I think it's going to be happy, joy, joy, joy. And yes, so yes, let me see from Okoye. Opening a new page with Ash will be so exciting. I know. It's going to be so exciting. So much is happening in our minds. Is he finally going to unveil the new car because the old car is parked in the garage? I don't know. We don't know. That we are just asking, we are wondering. We need to do this. We need to hack our brains. We need to warm up. We need to be ready. That is preparedness. That's a sign of preparedness. If you are not just bothered, then you are just like, I don't care whatever he says. But then I think everybody does, especially those of us who've been following. So more than massive, yes, yes, I know. Yes, Peter Rogers, I definitely agree. It's going to be a new beginning. Who knows? Listen, so much is happening in people's minds. I just thought that I'd pick your brains and let's see if anybody's thinking like me. And I'm happy everybody thinks like me. And of course, let's keep going. And indeed, we my brother George MY1. Yes, indeed. Patience is a virtue. We've come this far because of patience, and I believe that it's definitely going to pay. It's going to pay, indeed. So let's keep on keeping on because the time is here, the time is now. We are the chosen generation, and listen, we cannot exchange this for anything. We cannot sell this opportunity for anything, right? When you hear things, my people like this, my brother here says, the world is happy. The world here is you and myself. The world here is the few, the chosen few of us who stood up, who saw this vision, who saw it through Ash's lens, and we decide to follow on. And we think we're happy. And the moment that we definitely come out happy, the entire world will definitely get happy because we're just warming up and getting ready, for the great days ahead. Oh, my dear brother from Panama, thank you so much for joining. I'm always excited seeing you here, and I like receiving people from far away country, hoping to meet you face to face very soon as things get ready every other minute, right? So, guys, I really appreciate you all for joining. I appreciate your contributions. I was just looking to make sure I don't and I pick up a few stuff. God really wanted to see what you think to be sure that everybody thinks like me. Ash, first person in the world, affiliate humanity. Thanks, of course, uplifting humanity is Ash's thing, and definitely we are happy to be part of it, right? So yes, let me see what my sister says. We are another day closer to all our visions. Yes, sis, you are very correct. I think I agree with you on that. So we are so blessed. We are like the five wise virgins. We were expectant without distraction, and it will pay off on the long run. Definitely, definitely, anytime soon. It will pay off, and the world will sit and watch the world tell our story. And we will only find time to tell our story again and make it clearer to other people who did not believe by what we are going to be doing, changing lives, uplifting humanity, traveling from the north to the south to the west to the east, and just making things happen as commissions to Ash by God. So it's a done deal, and I think we are good, guys. So I'm just happy that you actually joined me. And again, family, the countdown to Ash's vision ahead. It has already started from the reactions here, from the communication, from the interaction here. We can agree that the countdown has begun, right? And come Thursday, August 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern, we will all witness the next step in this incredible journey, hopefully, because that's how it sounds. When I say something, you have to listen and listen again. You have to read and read again. So this is what I want, like us to do. Let's mark our calendars right now, as Ash has suggested. Let's invite our network. Whoever came and left and never came again, let them come back and listen. It's just good. Sometimes it feels much better to listen and hear things from the horse's mouth. Because when you listen to him and he says stuff and you don't understand, when somebody explains, it makes more sense to you than you just sitting and somebody goes and gets what they get and then come and transfer it onto you. It's not the same like when you listened it and then did not get it and then got clarified. So let's remind our networks, our communities that we built before now, to come back and listen. We should come with an open mind again, like I said earlier on, with a ready heart, and of course a notebook. I don't do without notebooks. I'm always writing. I think all of us do, because if you don't write, you forget a lot of stuff. Because what is happening, history has a way of rewarding those who are actually prepared. We should know this. We are not just watching a moment, right? We are part of a movement. This is how important this is, guys. We're part of a movement that will be in history, like for generations to come. And together we rise above all odds. Guys, stay tuned, stay ready, and I'll see you right here after the address. And I mean, tomorrow is still Wednesday. I think we should come back here tomorrow again and see, because we'll go around and hear what the other people say. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow and continue with this pre-analysis, with the analysis, before we find ourselves there on Thursday directly listening to Ash. From there, we do whatever we want to do with whatever he says to us, right? So until then, guys, keep the fire burning. And if you've not subscribed yet, I think the time is now. Just turn on the notification bell, such that on Thursday, there's no time to waste, because the broadcast is going to be on the various YouTube channels, including the one that you are watching on right now. So thank you, guys, and see you again soon. I appreciate your interaction and being here with me, because it can be difficult being by myself. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Bye.